Hey there guys, EctoMaster here with the final talent preview from the beta. And no, I don't have any awesome and cute name for my warrior because I just made one and I called her Ecto War. Don't ask why, I don't know. I don't know. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah. I did Alliance because I tried to balance everything out and I didn't really balance it too well. So anyways, let's get started. We're going to take a look at the warrior. 2/3 damage, 1/3 tank. Anyways, so we're going to take a look at their talents and going just down the list, starting with arms. So primary status, strength. A battle-hardened master of two-handed weapons, using mobility and overpowering attacks to strike their opponents down. Use Mortal Strike, Slam, Whirlwind, Colossus Smash, Execute, and Tactician. So let's get into it. So level 15, we have Dauntless. Your abilities cost 20% less rage. Overpower. Overpowers the enemy, causing X physical damage, cannot be blocked, dodged, or parried, and has a 60% increased chance to critically strike. All your melee attacks have a chance to activate Overpower. Sweeping Strikes, Mortal Strike and Execute, hit a second nearby target. Level 30, you have Shockwave, sends a wave of force in a frontal cone, causing X damage, stunning all enemies within 10 yards for 4 seconds. Cooldown reduced by 20 seconds if it strikes at least 3 targets. Shockwave, remember, being a defensive or a tank-only ability. So you had to go, oh god, what's the name of that? Prot to get it. I remember when I had to, it was like, oh my god, but Shockwave looks so awesome. And now it's available pretty much to everybody. Although I don't know, we'll have to see. We will have to see. Stormbolt hurls your weapon at an enemy, causing X physical damage and stunning for 4 seconds. Double Time increases the maximum number of charges on charge by 1 and reduces its cooldown by 3 seconds. Level 45, we have the Fervor of Battle. Whirlwind deals 40% increased damage to your primary target. Rend wounds the target, causing X bleed damage over 15 seconds. Avatar, transform into a Colossus for 20 seconds, causing you to deal 20% increased damage and removing all roots and snares. Level 60, we have Second Wind, restores 6% health every 1 second when you have not taken damage for 5 seconds. Bounding Stride reduces the cooldown on Heroic Leap by 15 seconds, and Heroic Leap now also increases your run speed by 70% for 3 seconds. And then Defensive Stance, because they got rid of all stances. A defensive combat state that reduces all damage you take by 20%, and all damage you deal by 10%. It lasts until cancelled. Level 75, we have In for the Kill. Mortal Strike generates 40 rage when used against targets that are below 20% health. Mortal Combo! Finish him. I had to. Mortal Strike now has a maximum of 2 charges. Focused Rage. Focus your rage on your next Mortal Strike, causing it to deal additional damage and stacking up to 3 times, unaffected by the global cooldown. Sorry, just the sentence confused me for a minute. Focus your rage on your next Mortal Strike. But, wait, what? Wait, what? Level 90, we have Deadly Calm. Battlecry also reduces the rage cost of your abilities by 100% for the duration. Trauma, Slam, and Whirlwind now cause the target to bleed for 20% additional damage over 6 seconds. Multiple uses accumulate increased damage. Titanic Might increases the duration of Colossus Smash by 16 seconds, but reduces its effectiveness by 50%. And last but not least, at level 100, we have Anger Management. Every 10 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown on Battlecry by 1 second. Opportunity Strikes. Your melee abilities have up to a 60% chance, based on the target's missing health, to trigger an extra attack that deals X physical damage. And last but not least, Ravager, which replaces Bladestorm, throws a whirling weapon at the target location that inflicts X damage to all enemies within 6 yards over 10 seconds. So let's take a look at Fury. Now, Fury is one I like to play because a furious berserker wielding a weapon in each hand, unleashing a flurry of attacks to carve their opponents to pieces, mainly because you get to carry around two two-handed weapons. I remember when they introduced this as Titan's Grip. Oh, it made me so happy. I'm running around with two awesome things. Now, my warrior has 2 versions of Gorehowl on her back. It's like, yeah, come at me, bro. I got Gorehowl times 2. I kind of want to get Gorehowl and Corrupted Gorehowl, so I can just have, well, I have Gorehowl. I want to get Corrupted Gorehowl to kind of go alongside it, just kind of, like, even it out. Anyways, you got Bloodthirst, Raging Blow, Whirlwind, Rampage, Furious Slash, and Enrage. So let's see if there, what's the same and what's not. So War Machine, level 15. Killing a target grants you 30% haste and 30% movement speed for 10 seconds. Endless Rage, your auto attack generates 30% additional rage. And Fresh Meat. Bloodthirst has a 30% increased critical strike chance against targets above 80% health. Level 30 is the same, so we'll skip that. Level 45, you can come in like a wrecking ball. I know, I had to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody. My singing is terrible. And that was just random. I saw it. I was like, I gotta do it. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Your attacks have a chance to make your next Whirlwind cost no rage and deal 200% increased damage. Outburst, Berserker Rage now causes Enrage. And then Avatar we've already seen. Furious Charge, Charge also increases the healing from your next Bloodthirst by 300%. Bounding Stride we have seen. Warpaint, you now take only 20% increased damage from Enraged. 75 we have Massacre. Execute critical strikes, reduce the rage cost of your next Rampage by 100%. Frothing Berserker. When you reach 100 rage, your damage is increased by 10% and your movement speed by 30% for 6 seconds. And then Carnage. Reduces the cost of Rampage by 20 rage. Level 90 we have Bloodbath. For 8 seconds, your melee attacks and abilities cause the target to bleed for 20% additional damage over 6 seconds. Frenzy. Furious Slash increases your haste by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. And Inner Rage. Raging Blow no longer requires Enrage and deals 100% increased damage, but has a 4.5 second cooldown. Level 100, you can get Blade Storm from the other ability, the other spec. Become an unstoppable storm of destructive force, striking all targets within 8 yards with both weapons over X physical damage over 5.9 seconds. You are immune to movement impairing and loss of control effects, but can use defensive abilities and can avoid attacks. Reckless Abandon, Battlecry generates 100 rage, which would be nice with Frothing Berserker. You just put those together. And then Dragon Roar. Roar explosively, dealing X damage to all enemies within 8 yards, and increasing all damage you deal by 20% for 6 seconds. Dragon Roar ignores all armor and always critically strikes. So there you go. Moving on to Prot, or Protection, or whatever you want to call the damn thing. It's all the same. Prot is a tank, so primary status, strength as well. A stalwart protector who uses a shield to safeguard themselves and their allies. See, I'm using the right pronouns here. You get Shield Slam, Shield Block, Revenge, Devastate, Ignore Pain, and Thunderclap. So level 15, that's where the level 30 talents have moved up. So you get Shockwave, sends a wave of force out, Stormbolt, and Warbringer. Warbringer is different. That's new. Intercept now deals 6x damage to all enemies within 5 yards of the target and stuns them for 1.5 seconds. Level 30 we have Impending Victory. It replaces Victory Rush. Instantly attack the target, causing X damage and healing you for 15% of your maximum health. Killing an enemy that yields experience or honor resets the cooldown of Impending Victory. Inspiring Presence. You inspire your allies within 60 yards, causing them to be healed by 3% of all damage they deal. And Safeguard. Intercepting a friendly target now also causes 20% of their damage taken to transfer to you for 6 seconds. At level 45, we have Renewed Fury. Ignore Pain also enrages you, increasing all damage you deal by 10% for 6 seconds. Ultimatum. Your Shield Slam critical strikes cause your next Focus Rage cost no rage. Then we have Avatar. Warlord's Challenge. While Berserker Rage is active, you may use Taunt with no cooldown, and taunted enemies move 50% faster towards you. Bounding Stride we have seen. Crackling Thunder increases the radius of Thunderclap by 100%. Best Served Cold. Must be about revenge. Revenge generates 2 additional rage for each target that it hits. Never give up. Never surrender. Ignore Pain will now ignore up to 100% more damage, and based on your missing health. Indomitable. Increases your maximum health by 25% and the maximum effect of Ignore Pain by 25%. Vengeance. Ignore Pain reduces the rage cost of your next Focus Rage by 50%. In Focus Rage, it reduces rage cost of your next Ignore Pain by 50%. So kind of Into the Fray. You gain 3% haste for each enemy within 10 yards, up to 5 enemies. Booming Voice. Demoralizing Shout also generates 50 rage and increases damage you deal to affected targets by 20%. That was levels 75 and 90. Last, but definitely not least, level 100. So Anger Management we have seen, and Ravager we have seen. Heavy Repercussions. Shield Slam extends the duration of Shield Block by 1.5 seconds, and Shield Block increases the damage of Shield Slam by an additional 30%. So there you have it. That is the Warrior. That is all classes, all talents, as they are at the very kind of start of this whole beta thing. There you have it, guys. Everything else, it's going to be coming soon. We might take a look at these guys again as quick as we can when they announce the end date of the beta, just to see if there's been any changes. So until then, I will see you guys next time. And as I said, everything else is coming soon. Right.